Hello, my name is Georges Verbena and this is part 3 of my series on New Age deceptions. In this video I'll talk about karma, how the concept of karma is twisted and purposefully made vague to confuse you. Because 90% of people, if they go online, if they Google what is karma, and if they go into videos where there's talk of karma, karmic relationships, karmic connections, karmic jobs, karmic behaviors, the meaning is up in the air. Nobody actually explains what karma is, but if you look into the meaning, karma means actions and consequences, which again is super vague. Like what actions, what consequences? Why can't you be specific? Have you ever asked yourself, why can't people just be fucking specific when they talk about this? What is this karma? Does it mean, oh, I did something and I have to be punished for it? Because that's the biblical definition of sin. According to the Bible, karma is sin. To sin is to have to be punished. So you have to be punished? Really? Do you? Or is punishment only a human idea? Is it only something imposed by society and culture to make you feel guilty, to conform and comply to something that otherwise you would never comply to if you didn't feel guilty? What is it? Or is karma something else? Is karma about, oh, I did something and now I'm gonna have to do it again? The consequences of actions breeds new actions, which create again consequences. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Let's clear up the garbage. Let's make it abundantly clear what karma is. If such a thing exists, which of course it doesn't, because it's a made up word, but let's say it does. What karma is repetition compulsion. Let's ignore religion. Forget mysticism. Forget spirituality. Let's be focused. What is the meaning? Repetition compulsion in psychology is a concept where you feel a compulsion to do the same thing again, which breeds the same consequences. Ask yourself, if you experience karma, which is the consequence of action, well, clearly you are behaving karmically. You are behaving in a way which creates specific consequences. So maybe you are a codependent, and so you get a narcissist relationship. Because you behave codependently, you get the consequence, which is karma, of a narcissist coming to you and abusing you. Now, if you're a narcissist and you are homeless and your life is in shambles because you suffer from dissociative amnesia and you are infantilized, you are stuck at age 1 to 3 years old emotionally, that is your karma. You are an infant and you are chronically dysregulated. You are a mess. You have destroyed people's lives, which now has destroyed your life. Because how you treat others is how you treat yourself, blah, 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 blah. You could say that is karma for the narcissist. Karma. What good does this concept serve? Who benefits? What is it? If I make this video and I keep making videos like this and the video ends up being good, people like this video, When my karma is to be rewarded, and when you come to me for a reading and you pay my ass, is that my karma? Or is my karma that I have an antisocial personality, and because I create triggers in people, I will not be paid and I will be alone? Of course, it's not the case for me, but a lot of people will project that onto me, and perhaps my karma is to suffer that projection. For what reason? That I am yet unaware of. And that is very important. Let me repeat this. I will suffer projections for a reason that I am unaware of. I will suffer consequences for a behavior that I do not understand. So I will repeat this, and I will keep suffering projections until I learn my lesson. Okay? That should be karma. Not, oh, I did bad and now I will be punished. I am punished not for sin. I am suffering only because I am unaware. So it is awareness that is necessary to clear up karma. So let's say you are perfectly aware of everything that you're doing, and you are perfectly aware of the consequences of your actions. In that state, there would be no karma, according to their definition. You see the confusion? Haha! I just tricked you. I told you that karma is actions and consequences, and now I'm telling you at the same time that you can be free of that if you are aware of that. Which is, of course, is not true, right? I lied to you. I lied. You cannot be free of karma, because karma is just action and consequence. My goodness. That's all. You cannot be free of action and consequence. But you can be aware, which allows you to make a decision that gives you favorable outcomes. So you step out of karma. No, you're not, but you're stepping out of repetition compulsion. You're stepping out of the past into the present, because you are aware of your actions. So why would you act in a way that is giving you bad consequences, unless that is what you want, in which case there's no problem. And the whole concept of karma is a joke. A joke. I just completely destroyed the concept, as I just demonstrated how useless and meaningless it is. And if you didn't understand this after what I just did in this video, after what I just explained, let me try to enlighten you and clarify what I just did. So first I told you that karma is repetition compulsion, which means you repeat something compulsively, whether you want it or not. You repeat this because of trauma. And then I told you, oh, karma is just action and consequence. You do something and then you reap the rewards or the punishment. What good is that concept? What is the point? Do I really need this, to use this word, karma? Oh, I am in a karmic relationship. So does it mean I'm suffering from repetition compulsion? Or does it mean that I am aware of what I'm doing, that I am aware I'm with an abuser and I like being abused? Which one is it? Because according to the original definition of karma, it is both of them. Both of them. Then it is meaningless. Then it doesn't help me. So if you tell somebody you are in a karmic relationship, and I did this mistake before. I've had clients in a synastry who come to me for a relationship reading, and I tell them, oh, you are in a karmic relationship, there's too many indicators. But now I'm saying everybody's in a karmic relationship, because karmic means action and consequence. So that definition is useless. What does it mean? That means the definition is either wrong, because what is useless is usually a lie, and what is useful is usually the truth. So this word has to be redefined. We have to revise what karma is. Let's move away from this lie we've been telling ourselves, that karma is just neutral actions and consequences, when clearly nobody in real history of mankind has ever benefited, even remotely, from the use of the word in this way, that it is neutral. Pointless waste of time. So let me rephrase this for you. Karma, if I had to define the word, again, is what I said in the beginning, is repetition compulsion. We don't even need to use the word karma, but it sounds nicer to say it's a karmic relationship than to say, oh, it's a repetition compulsion relationship. Right? So if you're in a karmic relationship, you're in a relationship where you repeat toxic trigger behaviors, because you need to go through those triggers in order to heal. But the relationship will not stay, because the relationship is founded on your triggers, is built on the trauma. It is the trauma, karma, which sustains the relationship. And once the trauma is gone, you will not stay with a narcissist. You will leave. Trauma bond requires trauma. And that should be the definition of karma. And if it is not, then get out of here. Leave. Because you're wasting my time. Simple, yeah? So this is the focus. This is the clarification. This is the revelation. That everybody should come to an understanding that unless we redefine karma, it is a useless word. And it is a New Age deception. It is a New Age deception because they are using the word without defining its meaning or its purpose. The purpose of karma is to keep you in a loop, is to keep you stuck, is to keep you in repetition compulsion. So if your mother abused you every time you opened your mouth, like me, then you will be a quiet, silent little thing, and you will submit whenever your partner tries to abuse you for your words. That is repetition compulsion, a fawn response. Now, if your father punished you every time you did something, but you couldn't do anything right no matter what you did, your brain might get into a fight or flight response. Again, a repetition compulsion. All of that is karma. Karma is your family inheritance. Your family inheritance. Your family has given you something. They have given you an adaptation to the environment. They told you, you are stupid. You don't understand anything. You don't make any sense. You are bad. So then you will have a repetition compulsion to tell yourself that you are bad, or you will have the projection that other people will think that of you the moment you open your mouth. That is karma. And if that is not karma, then get out of here, okay? Light language, clear the space, get out of here, leave. If karma is not your family inheritance, you must shut your doors, okay? Anybody who tells you that karma is anything except your past, to which you have adapted to, and that adaptation is a maladaptive response, If anybody tells you that is not karma, okay, you get my point. So I'm a little bit riled up about this topic. You can see there's a lot of emotional energy to this, because I can't tell you the time. So many times I've argued with people from the New Age community telling me, oh no, karma is neutral. Then what is the point? If the karma is not about my trauma, then yes, karma can be introjected. Karma can be given. Karma is inherited. Karma is based on the past, which repeats itself. That is all. So an introject could be that somebody tells you, your mother or your father, that there is no right and wrong, and you are nothing, like Ram Dass, being nobody. That's an introject. Just reading the title of a book, Ram Dass, Being Nobody, is an introject. Yes? Because it mystifies and idealizes the divine concept of being a dead person. So then you will say, oh, it is divine to be dead, it's divine to be nobody, okay, let's be nobody. Let that be my ego ideal. So again, karma. You have been given karma. Karma is not your fault. It's not like you create karma. Karma is given to you. The world contaminates you. Karma is coming from all directions, at all times. There could be a person coming to you, and then maybe they give you money and they give you gifts while abusing you, and you say, I want the gifts, I want the money, so I let myself be abused. Boom, karma. Or maybe you get to a job and you get paid for being abused. You get paid for being a slave. Boom, karma. Or maybe you go to the grocery shop and because you are frustrated from eating nothing but fruits and vegetables, you get yourself a steak. Boom, karma. Karma, because you have a compulsion to do something that's not in your best interest, but you do it because the world pushes you. You are coerced. You are bribed. You are rewarded for toxicity. You are punished for health. That is karma, okay? Your parents punished you for being healthy, so now you will, as an adult, not be healthy, but you will also be toxic. Karma. Your parents rewarded your disease of being silent, of being the sweet innocent, always putting up a smiling facade. So now you have karma of repeating that compulsively to appease and please everybody around you. Is that your fault? 100% no. So that karma that we're talking about, shame and guilt have no place here. There's no blame with karma. You can never be blamed for what is being given. You can only be held responsible for what you're going to do with that. The world is given to you. Now what do you make of it? And that has nothing to do with karma, because it is your choice on whether or not you want to do something about this shit. But it's not just your choice, because to change your karma, to change your behavior, requires a sacrifice, a scorpionic death and rebirth, requires pain. You must suffer first before any change is possible. So is that your karma? Are you given suffering as a punishment, or is the suffering your blessing to get out? Because according to New Age, if something bad happens to you, if you lose your money, if your partner abuses you, that's because it's your fault. Your mind has created it. It's your karma. You must suffer because you are a bad object. But the reality is that these things happen because the world is trying to make you self-aware. It's trying to push you towards yourself by showing you what is going to happen if you are not yourself. To be maladapted, to be in repetition compulsion, to do what your family wanted you to do to survive. Your family inheritance, your family curse is to be not you. It's to be a false self. Does the world punish or reward a false self? Well, if you look at the world from material eyes, which is the New Age movement, New Age is a death cult of materialism, then you will believe that losing your job, losing your partner, being abused, losing your money, losing your home, that the world is punishing you. But actually, it's only pushing you towards yourself. There's no karma in the world. There's only karma in your behavior, which has created a feedback loop to break you out of your own loop, feedback to the loop that you are in. That is all. It is a boomerang effect. It is like you push and you get pulled. So it is just in opposition to the false self that is happening to you. But the problem is that most people, why do they stay in karmic loops? Why do they stay in karma, as I just defined it, trauma? Because they are rewarded for their trauma and they haven't been punished enough. Yes. You see, why is Saturn the Lord of this realm? Why is the Lord of punishment the Lord of earth? Because to be of the earth, to be of nature, is to be punished for being a false self, is to be punished for lying, is to be rewarded for reality. Reality is your true self. A lie is to play the sweet innocent, is to play submissive, is to play conformist, or is to play a punisher and a tyrant, a fascist, like we see with many figures throughout history, narcissists on Facebook who have an oppositional defiant obstructivistic disorder, who want to hurt others to validate their sense of self-importance. All of these are manifestations of deception, of living a false life, which is dependent on other people and their perception of you, which is not in alignment with your perception of yourself. But if you are introjected, if you are brainwashed, if you are traumatized, if you are punished enough for being yourself, then yourself will be split from you and it will be hidden inside of you, and other people will take over. You become a hive mind, like a Borg cube, and the collective is now in charge of your body. This is possession. This is demonic interference. This is introjection. And this is karma. There is no other karma except this. So anybody arguing, oh, I don't need your trauma psychology, karma is neutral, get out of my face. Leave now, block me. So make it simple. Keep the focus on the solution, which is the problem. The problem is the solution. We are brainwashed. We are coerced, bribed, and pushed into falseness. We get stuck in this falseness because reality has not punished us, has rewarded our falseness. Upside down clown world. If I go to a job and I smile all the time and I do all the things that my boss wants me to do, even if they are despicable and enslavement, I will be rewarded with money and stability. To sell out, to sell my soul to the devil in power is Saturn. To sell my soul to Saturn, to sell my soul to the control system, I will be rewarded. And I will not be punished because the system has been hijacked, because society is worshipping a false Saturn matrix, which is about control, which is about false authority, which dictates false rules, false guidelines, which are based on falseness. So the rule is sell your soul. That is the law. Be nobody, Ram Dass, and God will love you. Dissolve your ego, Eckhart Tolle. Destroy yourself, and you will be rewarded in the afterlife. Be gone, disappear, and the divine will take over and reward you for your loss of self. It is all pervasive. The control system is all around us. New Age, career, friends, family. That is your karma. To push you into submission, to reward your self-denial. Alexander Lowen, narcissism, denial of the true self. Do we all have a little bit of narcissism? A little bit of, I will sacrifice myself to the system so other people will be in charge of me, while I'll be in charge of the perception of me, while I manipulate perception. So other people think I am perfect for the job, for the partner, for the family, so I get maximum rewards and minimum punishment. It seems like a good deal, like an adaptive response, like a healthy adaptation to the environment, which is a mental asylum full of mentally ill people, and they will punish you for being healthy, and that is your karma. Jesus on the cross, I died for your sins. You die every single day for the sins of those who came before you, the sins of the Father, Saturn, the sins of the society, the people around you. Doesn't matter. But to say it is your fault, you are to be blamed. You are a bad object. And that is why you are in this world. And that is why people punish you when you try to be healthy. That is New Age indoctrination in a nutshell. So that should clear up the whole idea of karma and the complete hijacking of this term. Oh, it's neutral. It's just action and consequence. Get out of my face. Yeah. So if you want to see more videos like this and you enjoyed this, please leave a like and leave a comment on what topic should I clear up next. What word in New Age Do you want to be reserved? Let me know. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.